Hello and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker. In the last episode, we finished the Tower of the Gods, and in this episode, we're gonna get ready for some big plot. So let's ring this huge bell and see what happens. You have done well, Fyra. It would seem the gods have acknowledged you to be a true hero. But this does not mean your trials have ended here. Once you take your first step into the world beyond the ring of light you see shimmering in the waves before you, your true trial will begin. Are you ready, Fyra? You are probably wondering where we are, aren't you? Unfortunately, there is not enough time for me to explain it to you now. Once you are able to strike down Ganon with the item you obtain in this castle, all will be made clear to you. Trust in my words. See what awaits you in the castle. Well, we're in a place that is frozen in time. Everything's black and white and nothing is moving. So let's see what's waiting for us inside the castle. Lots and lots of frozen monsters. Gee, this isn't ominous at all.
Hey.
Alright, Fyra, I'll need you to listen to me for a moment. The item you seek is hidden somewhere in this castle. To find it, you must find the entrance to the basement. But that entrance has been blocked by a mighty threshold, firmly sealed to prevent evil from ever gaining access. Do you know where to search and what you must do to open the hidden way? You will find a clue in the shape of the herald near where we arrived at the castle. Well, I don't know about that, but I already know how to do this puzzle. This puzzle is actually a lot easier than it looks. You've just got to pull these blocks so that they're covering the Triforce symbols here. This block is actually 2 blocks. Let's get this one over here. The blocks will turn based on the corner that you have that you're holding onto. So if you grab onto this corner, it'll turn that way, and if you grabbed onto the other corner, it'll turn the other way. Very easy, very simple, especially if you already know what you're doing. But for a difficult trick that's supposed to keep this place well guarded, it's really not that complicated. And we're done. well, we found the basement. Let's see what's waiting for us down there. A rather elaborate room. Everything's still in black and white.
Hey.
Excellent, Fyra. To perceive such a puzzle and decipher it is no small feat. Now, take the sword that lies before you. It is none other than the Master Sword, the blade of evil's bane. It is the only sword that can banish Ganon from the world above. Well, so we do have the Master Sword. You got the Master Sword, the legendary blade with the power to repel evil, once wielded by the legendary hero himself. Well, everything's in color now, which means time is no longer frozen, which means we're going to have to beat all of those monsters. And yes, we will have to beat all of them to proceed. Now, I am not going to make you... Well, I was going to say I'm not going to make you watch me do this. I am going to make you watch me do it. But I'm not going to make you watch me do it in real time. Oh boy. Here's what I'm going to do. First of all, this place is one of the better places to grind items in the game. Skull necklaces and Knight's Crest, of course. But I'm not going to make you watch the whole thing slowly, because there's lots and lots of enemies. What I'm going to do instead is from here on out, I'm going to speed up and play some music. So enjoy whatever music I pick, and I will see you when all these guys are defeated. Alright, that's the end of that. Now that we've beaten all of the enemies, the electric fence that was going across the exits is gone. I tried to show it off. It might have gone by a little bit quickly, but yeah, we couldn't leave here until we beat all of the enemies. Well, let's keep going. Or not. Nothing to do here. Might as well go back. Now that we have the Master Sword, we have what we need to defeat Ganon, or so they say. So let's just think about this place later and come back to it if we need to. This is a very important place for speedrunning. There's, that if you can get past that barrier, you can get to the very end of the game. And last I heard, they were still working on trying to find a way to do it. Maybe they figured it out by now. At long last, our preparations are complete. You must return to me so that we can return by the same path that brought us here. The time has come to save your sister from her prison in the Forsaken Fortress. Hurry, Fyra. Well, let's go back to the Forsaken Fortress to beat Ganon. Can't go back now. Well, before we do that, there are a couple of things I would like to do. Let's see. We only need one more of these. Oh, we have 10 Knight's Crest. Perfect. The first thing I want to do is go back to Outset Island and turn those in. Now that we have the Ballad of Gales, we can warp straight there. I tried to be diligent about grabbing all the loot from the monsters that I could. I think I missed one skull necklace, but that's not the end of the world. There'll be more opportunities to get them. How are we doing on skull necklaces? We're gonna need 40 total, or maybe 30? Well, we only have 15. Which way are we facing? We want to go southwest. It's so nice having the Ballad of Gales and being able to go basically wherever we want. Nope, not south. You know what? That'll be fine. That'll get us there. You know what? We don't need the Fishman for this sector because it's already filled out on the map. But we can at least hear what he has to say. I actually don't know if I've ever done this. Yeah, it's filled out on your map by default. But why not? Let's find out what the bit of advice is. Besides, now that we have the hero's bow, there's actually something else we can do with the Fishman. Come to me, Fishman. Hungry Fishman. Oi, small fry. Aw, give me a break. What's with using the same bait all the time? Don't they make a premium brand of this stuff? Oh well, such is the life of a fish. So, you want to hear the info about this here island again? I heard that beneath the big-headed boulder on top of the hill here on Outset is where the greatest treasure of all, the golden triumph forks, are buried. But actually, Fry, I must have misheard or something. 'Cause this one guy told me that what was actually buried beneath the weird rock was a chart to the shard of something called a Triforce. Who ever heard of that? That's crazy. There's a big difference between Triumph Forks and Triforce. I mean, I think someone intentionally buried something misleading there. And that's all the info I've got for you, Fry. You'd better be thankful for the clues you got from me. I'm serious. Hey, what's that? Why, Small Fry, that's a fine-looking bow you got there. Where'd you get that? If you're not in any kind of hurry, why don't you stop and play with me a bit? Sure. Woohoo, of course you will, Fry. And to be honest, you'll be helping me out. See, I've been having some ferocious body aches that only acupuncture can cure. Check it out. I'll give you 10 arrows for that bow of yours, and I want you to aim those suckers at me when I leap out of the sea. Yeah, see if you can't peg me with them. For each arrow you nail me with, I'll give you 10 rupees. And if you hit me all 10 times, we'll give you 200 rupees. What? You worried about little old me, Fry? Ha, don't be. I'm a man-fish. I've spent my life being toughened up by seas rougher than any you've ever seen. Those arrows of yours ain't got nothing on me. Get ready to start, small fry. Yeah, this is just a little game you can play for money. Where are you? Nope. I'm not sure I've ever done this before. Alright, I'm trying to concentrate. I'd like to hit him at least once. Whoa. Sorry, I'm not talking, I'm concentrating. Oh, he's all the way over there. Oh, that was awful. I knew that was going to be awful. Got him. Got him again. That's 3. I was just about to say, I'm getting the hang of this now. What's the deal, Fry? You could only hit me 4 times? Ah, well, what's a man-fish to do? Well, here's your 40 rupees. Go on, take 'em. If you want to do it again, Fry, just scatter some more bait for me, okay? And with that, I'm off. I'll try to do that for the things we missed bonus video. No guarantees, though, and I'm not going to sit and bash my head against it until I get it. I'll give it a few solid attempts. Let's go see Orca. There's not all that much left to do on this island, although... Now, these are all... the dialogue's all the same. But we haven't seen the boys yet since all of this monster stuff has happened. I wonder if they're out playing or if they're in the house. Yeah, they're here. Oh, did you notice? Okay. Fyra! Lots and lots of things have happened here since you left, Fyra. First of all, my little brother doesn't wet the bed anymore, so that's good, I guess. And Mom got kinda chubby again. Hey, you shush! And, oh yeah, and now when you feed old Fyra bait, he gets real excited and digs holes in the hard patches of black dirt you see around the village. He always finds treasure in them, yeah. Yes, we named the pig you caught for us after you. I hope you don't mind. I can't believe all it takes to get Fyra all excited is a little bait. Talk about a dummy. The pig, he's talking about our pig, not you. Yay, Fyra, it's Fyra. So, did you save Errol? Hey, shush. I'm sorry, Fyra, don't you pay any attention to him. Don't pay any attention to him. But about those other pigs you caught for us, Fyra. Hey, you shush. They just ran away somewhere. Yep, that's all. They just up and ran away one day. Yep. It was delicious. Shush. The milk you just drank was delicious, right? That's what you meant, wasn't it, my darling son? What am I to do with these boys? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Yeah, they ate the other pigs. Alright, let's go find Orca. Orca is exactly where we left him. Let's get the Knight's Crest ready ahead of time. We will be getting more Knight's Crests as we fight more Dark Nuts. That's their names, by the way. I don't think I actually mentioned that before. But we don't have any use for them after this. I do believe there's some of the more valuable treasures. I think they sell for 3 rupees each. Why, that is a Knight's Crest. How many of those do you have? Humph. Then I suppose the time has come for me to speak to you about the crests. The Knight's Crest. It is the symbol of a courageous knight. But not just anyone can gather them. No, it takes a soul who possesses not only power, but wisdom and courage as well. Any courageous soul who gathers 10 of these crests can learn a powerful new sword technique. Both my brother and I dreamt of learning this technique in our youth. We worked so hard to collect the crests. But it took many long years and adventures beyond count before we even approached finding 10 of them, and we both grew old. It appears you have enough might to learn that technique now. Perhaps, just perhaps, you can master it. Very good, Fyra. Heed my words. Hold B to build up power, then release it. Come at me now, do it. You learned the Hurricane Spin. Hold B to build up your power, then release it to perform a whirling attack with your blade. Remember, it consumes magic power. Amazing, Fyra, you did it! You have mastered the Hurricane Spin. At last, you have made our long-held dream come true. Oh, the joyful tears, they won't stop. I thought my tears had dried up long ago. There is nothing left for me to teach you. I am certain now that you will save your sister Errol and bring her home to Outset. Well, we got the Hurricane Spin. For all the good it's gonna do, I never use this thing. There's not that many situations where it'd be useful, and, as I'll show you now, it stuns you for a little bit, leaving you vulnerable. So, not my favorite technique. But we have it. If we ever decide we need it, we have it. Alright, next stop is going... Well, the next stop is going to be for the Forsaken Fortress. Now, you might assume, if you're going to the Forsaken Fortress, that you want to warp here. This is, after all, the place that's closest to the Forsaken Fortress. That sector is Mother and Child Islands. I've talked a little bit about it before. Mother Island is an island with very tall walls. The only way to get in is to use a cyclone. Young Waker of the Winds, how did you manage to find this place? I am the Queen of the Fairy World. I have been awaiting your arrival. But now is not yet the time for us to meet. You still have many challenges to overcome. You seek to protect an individual very dear to you. Yes, I know of her. But there is yet another in this world whom you must protect. Come visit my fountain again when you have met that individual, when the time has come for you to face new challenges. At that time, I shall show you my true self. There's nothing for us to do in here right now, except admire the beauty. That does unfortunately mean that we are going to have to take the long way to get to the Forsaken Fortress. So, let's warp to Windfall. And while we're doing this, there's no time like the present to take a little detour to check out some islands. We're probably not going to get to the Forsaken Fortress in this episode. I don't know exactly what time we're at because I'm going to be fast forwarding a lot of the stuff that that I did in getting confused with all the songs in the castle. So I might end up going a little short or a little long. It just sort of depends on when I end up ending the episode. But we are going to stop at some islands first. If I remember correctly, the island that we're going to right now is a minigame. Empty Pictobox. Yes, empty Pictobox. There's going to be multiple bosses in the Forsaken Fortress. Just warning you now, I am going to beat the first one and then go to Forest Haven to see if the picture worked. I'm not going to do it until I beat the boss, because there is a way to, it's not missable, basically. You'll be able to take the picture later. But after the Forsaken Fortress, you do get that, like, super duper missable picture. And there's going to be 2 missable pictures that start at the Forsaken Fortress. So I'm going to make sure that I have my Pictobox as empty as possible. Bait for Fishman? Well, let's see if there's any towers or any platforms around here first. Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's get some bait for Fishman. Gonna have to buy more bait soon. Here we go. I believe this is Spectacle Island? Yeah, I think it's Spectacle Island. Let us find out. Spectacle Island. So named because it looks like a pair of glasses. Beware the night when the crescent moon faces up. That's all I can tell you, small fry. And that's all the info I've got to offer. Well, that wasn't much of a hint. Well, it was much of a hint, but it wasn't much of a thing to say. Just beware the night when the crescent moon faces up. I think that's what he said. This will probably take the rest of the episode, I think. Maybe we'll be a little bit short this time to make up for the last episode that ran a little bit long. If we come over here and climb up, we'll see our good friend Salvatore. Ah! Oh, never mind. My mistake. Yeah, step right up. If you have confidence in your target shooting, why don't you give this a shot? It's 50 rupees per game. Want to try? You bet. Alright, now then. So you're the little shrimp who thinks he's a target shooting hotshot, yeah? And you say this knowing full well that we are pirates who are so frightening that crying babies shut their mouths when we step into the room? Hard, this should be funny. Fine then, hotshot. If you can manage to sink 5 pirate ships you see off in the horizon, we'll acknowledge your skills with a cannon, you shrimpy little lamb lover. However, we won't tolerate any comments about how pirate ships look like barrels, and you only get 10 shots. You heard me. You can move your cannon with the control stick and fire it with A. Watch the water plumes carefully when you fire, yeah? You got it, Shrimp? I got it. If you manage to sink all 5 pirate ships, we'll give you all the treasure we've stolen up until now. Good luck to you, Shrimp. You'll need it, yeah? Oh man, they're all really far away. This is considerably easier than, Battle Squids, because there's no element of luck. Too high. Still too high. Still too high, not off to a great start. Okay. That one's a little bit farther back, so I'm going to adjust a little bit. Got it. And then this one's also a little bit farther back, so just a little bit more. This isn't looking good. Okay. Alright. It's not too late. We could still make this. Cross your fingers. Yes! Psh! Wow, nice shooting. But we won't hand over our priceless treasure so easily, yeah? Miss! Hey, miss! Gonzo, you're at least an honorary member of my family, are you not? So act like it. Don't lose your head. You're a talented little kid. I like you. As we promised, here's our treasure. It's yours, so take it. You got a piece of heart. You've collected a total of 2 pieces. But there is another prize. Alright, nice job and all that. You can leave via the ladder behind you. Climb down in an orderly manner, if you please. Not yet. There's still one more. Eh? Alright, let's do it. If you manage... Yeah, we've already done this. Alright. Let's do it. Ooh, way too far back. Way too far back still. I'm not always the best at judging this. It's sort of a vibes thing. Not good. I don't think we're gonna make this one. No, we're not. Still gonna try. Nope, no good. Well, at least you get to see what happens when you lose. Oh, too bad. It's 50 rupees per game. Alright. I'm not gonna make you watch me fail again. So if I don't make it this time, I will cut to when I do make it. But with any luck... I shouldn't have adjusted. I should have just shot. With any luck, I won't need to do that. I'm usually pretty decent at this. It's farther back than it looks. Still even farther back. Alright, this is looking good. Yes, we got it. Wait a second. Miss. What do you want? Don't you know how to keep quiet, you scurvy dog? Oh, I was just wondering who was out here, and look at this. It's you again. Look at you and that adorably cute face of yours. I can't help but give away our treasure to you. It's yours, so take it. And of course, you got a treasure chart. You can play the game as many times as you want, but you're only playing for rupees now. We spent 150 rupees here. Good thing we had a lot of rupees. What time are we at? Let's see. I think we have time to go to Mother and Child Islands, and then we will end things there. I want to get the Fishman for Mother and Child Islands, and then there's a character that we want to meet, who I believe will do something good for us. Perhaps not, but it's worth a try. There, you can see Mother Island. Is it Isle or Island? I guess we'll find out in a bit. But the Mother Island has those tall walls, and you can't get in unless you warp there. Which is a very cool idea, but unfortunately it means there's no warp that's really close to the Forsaken Fortress. No platforms that I can see. So we shall feed the Fishman. Find out if it's Island or Isle. Alright, let's see. Isles. Alright. They say that inside the ring of rock that makes up the perimeter of that island, there lives an incredibly beautiful fairy. But the thing is, nobody's ever met her. Supposedly, the only way you'll ever meet her is to take a ride on a whirlwind and drop inside that rock perimeter from the sky above. Doesn't sound easy, Fry. And that's all the info I've got to offer. Well, we are already good friends with the Cyclone. Excuse me. And on this island, we have another merchant. This one's going to be important. They're all important, but this one's going to be especially important. I'm what's called a traveling merchant, just a poor wanderer cruising the world in search of rare objects of all sorts, new and old, strange and unsettling. I detected a scent wafting from this island that suggested to me there might be something of value here, so I sailed my tiny raft all this way from far, far away. But the high rock wall on the main island blocks my way, so it seems as though I won't be able to get much further. What a disagreeable turn of events. However, my boy, that delivery bag of yours smells to me as if it might well be home to rare and unique items. If you have any curios that might be worthy of selling in a shop, might you trade them to me? Someday I'm going to open myself a shop. A huge shop. No, a mega superstore. I'm trying to find goods to sell, so can you show me what you've got on you? Of course I can. Huh? Why, that's a sea flower, right? In that case, would you be interested in trading that for this town flower? Absolutely not. Are you sure? Don't come crying to me if you regret your decision later. Alright, turns out this guy does not have what we want, but that's alright, it was worth checking. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode where we head back into the Forsaken Fortress. Bye-bye!